Today on Bobberbob, we're going to install this sissy bar. So I've come across this sissy bar from someone that's sold their bike and it's surplus to them, and it fits my bike. A few nuts and bolts and things like that. It can also take a pad you can fit, but I sort of like the look of it. Upright, it's quite tall, it's pretty heavy, pretty solidly built, and it will go obviously just in here, and those docking bobbins will need to come off, and it will just go straight onto there. You can see some little tabs, some little spaces there that just allow for the dimple behind the screws. So let's get those bobbins off and fit this into place. So this has docking hardware for a seat, rack and pillion pad. And with the bags off, I had to get some different length bolts the other week. So I've got some stainless ones, and because the factory ones that come with that go through the bags, and then these bobbins are too long without the bags because there's like a spacer on there as well. So when I take these off, I can use the factory hardware that came with the sissy bar, and I'll also put some plastic on there just so it doesn't rub because it's very close. And it also comes with these spacers that you can put on the outside of the bracket like that, so that when you fit the bags without the docking hardware, the bag sits off the sissy bar frame. So I'll use those later. For the meantime, I'll just use the bolts that come with it. And with these other two bolts, everything should be fine. That is quite on there. Right, that's the four off. What I've got is a sheet of this thick plastic, which is for anti-wear and stuff like that. And I use it all over the bike. I might just run it on the rail on the side of the bike because I can see that this has got holes. Or I could potentially just put two strips on there. Otherwise, if I put the sticky on there, it's going to attract stuff on the inside of the holes there. So we don't want that. So we'll go 150 by, it's about 10 mil each in metric. So 150 by about 20, or by about 40, because we'll cut that into 4 strips in the end of 10 mil each. And I will also put a piece on the side of the bike, I think. It's pretty, to be fair, not precise. But I use this in lots of places on the bike, and it's really good just to offer the protection that you want in those high wear, or I'll put it behind the saddlebag, and there's areas where you're going to get a bit of rubbage. Right, this will be similar, I guess, but if we go around about 25 to just 30 over that distance of 150, 25 to 30 mil over that distance, 2 of those, that'll cover us. Bit wonky, but that'll be right. So we will mark that into 4 10 mil cuts. That just stops the powder coating from like really rubbing on each other, and I just need to trim this side. Got the skinniest of wobbly lines to it, so I mean, gosh, it's not high accuracy stuff, but you know, I like it to try and be nice. That hasn't actually cut all the way through the plastic. See, this is why these things take a while. Take me a while anyway. Yeah. Okay. 1, 2. Oh, see, you're pushing it, sort of wanders a bit, but really for the application, I think I can live with it, but I'll do it lightly to start with. Yeah. So 4 little strips, and we'll put those on either side of these holes. Yes, this used to live on a street bob, which is a different style of Softail, but nevertheless it's an M8 era Softail, and it fits both the bobbed and full fender. Not sure there's too much science to this, but something like that. Should be pretty straightforward. This will give me the potential to change how I carry my luggage. I've got a bike trip coming up with the boys over summer, but there'll be other riding before that, but I'm not going to take my top box away. The one that's in the style of the Heritage bags. I want to maybe get like a tactical bag or something that runs up the back of the Sissy bar. Last one. And I'll also put some on the frame of the bike, so I can see where something's rubbed on there already, so I don't want that. Even though I'm trying to go for a bobber look, old school and all of that, I just can't sort of live with myself having it not in nice condition. So I think if I want like a rough bike, I'm going to have to buy like a rough bike. But anyway, let's put these on the side. So as I said, I've tapered it so that one can go that side. I mean, it's not exact, but that will do there. Well, I suppose either or really. I might run that one there. Yeah, that'll be better. So it's quite a thick film, and I've run some along the swing arm just to prevent it rubbing through the powder coating. So let's do this about here. And it's going to sit behind the plate of the Sissy bar really, so I guess it is a bit particular, but I mean, if I was really particular, I'd have the heat gun out, making sure there wasn't even a trace of any air underneath it at all, but here we are. Let's put the other side on, and then that one will go along the top of that one. I mean, again, it's not absolutely perfect, but hey, oh, that's nice enough. Yeah. Right, next I'm going to just get the Sissy bar, offer it up, as they say, and put the fasteners in, and that will be it. So it's got some little plastic, well, I don't know what you call them, grommets or bungs or spacers, I suppose, and that just sits. You can see there's a little recess for the caps there to go in. So if I just gently snug it over there, I can just feel that they just like pop in there. So I've got some fasteners in my pocket with a socket just to sort of wind it in. And if I put one on this corresponding side in the other position, that should mean I can let it rest. I'll get my tool now. Ooh, lovely. I'll just get the other side in first. I'm not sure what the holes are sort of for, but I guess it's for a style, I suppose, but not sure if I'm overly keen on that, but anyway. Give it a bit of a nip up. I'll leave those ones on the back, I suppose, although now that I'm thinking about it with them off, I should probably take them off, but I don't know if I want to. And there we are, all fitted. Styling is subjective, but I'm trying to just minimize some of the look, but I like the fuller fenders on this sort of model. So I like the Heritage FL style, but then with a bit of minimalism. So the shorter pipes, the Sissy bar, of course the bag at the bottom, and just some of that minimalism. the Sissy bar fitted. I think it's turned out all right. I think it'll do the job. So I'll have to try it out on a ride, maybe with Mrs. Bob on the back. May have to get the little pad backrest for up here somewhere. But it'll be great for touring with my bag. Go with the small bag at the side, or maybe my panniers as well. But this is pretty cool. Another thing done. Coming up soon, I am thinking of suicide jockeying the whole drivetrain there. I've had it before and I really like the idea of doing it to this bike. Just making some plans on how to do that with a modern M8. But that's in the pipeline. Just dropping a little hint, I suppose, here on that one. But thanks for watching. This is Bobberbob, and I'll see you next time.